about LEGO Harry Potter 1 through 4. This is a rather niche game. Is the audio not working? Sorry. Where was I? The category I'm going to be doing today is called Freeplay percents. It's basically all the levels, going through them as fast as you can with no restrictions. So, all extras are allowed, that whatever you have unlock, any characters, and basically we're going to beat this game as fast as possible. You're going to notice we use Fang a lot in this run. He has one specific, just shattering glitch that you'll see less than a minute into the run. Joining me today, I've got my buddy SPQR8192.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Not a problem. He's going to be helping to explain some of the tricks I'm doing while I need to be focusing a lot more.
I'll do my best.
Awesome. So I'm going to give a quick countdown, and then we should be good to go. So in... Oh, hang on a second. 3, 2, 1, let's go. First off the game, magic begins. Really straightforward, but you already noticed that things aren't what it seems. Fang not only has the fast
delay here.
Fang not only has the fastest jump, but he also just, as you saw, can climb walls. He's also used as a strength character in order to pull the chain. Oh, and there's quite a few of those in the run, actually.
Yeah, there's enough.
This is probably one of the wackier and more broken entries into the LEGO franchise. Thankfract.
Looks pretty good so far.
And honestly, I'm not too worried about however this ends up going. It's a marathon, it's not a PB attempt. So,
I mean, I believe.
We're already going into one of my least favorite levels out of the dungeon, where you'll see the giant troll. Now there's three different things, or sorry, really two different phases where the troll can screw me over. If I can, you know, make that... I hate that jump, but oh well. So, when you see the troll hit this globe, when you're supposed to jump, well, you're not supposed to jump over, but we can. Now, we're also going to see if we can avoid a cutscene. It's about an 8-second cutscene. Nope, we missed it. Oh well. Definitely not a world record attempt. Had this been just a regular PB attempt even, I would have reset by now, but it's a marathon run. What can you do? And of course I've gotten both bad cycles on the troll. You know it's a marathon run when?
Oh, are you referring to the second, like, within the bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I missed cutscene skip, I missed animation skip. Hey, he knocked me off the duck! The troll knocked me off the duck! If you guys have any kind of questions in the chat, we'd be more than happy to answer them while we keep going.
Yeah, true enough. Although, to be fair to the troll, I mean, you are trying to beat him on the head with a club, so...
It's his own club, so it's justified.
Is it? I mean, it is, but that's not why.
What can you do? Oh, you already know it's time, Toffee.
Yeah, get used to seeing that dog.
For the next about 50 minutes, you're going to see a lot of dog. You know, if I can actually climb the wall, that'd be nice.
Oh, you missed the purple stud we lost. I'm joking, of course.
You know as well as I do, Toffee, how inconsistent Prefect Skip is. There was no way I was going for that in a marathon run. For now, until I decide to actually do an IL sweep. So, climbing the wall, I'm glad you brought that up. SPQR, you want to explain that glitch? The whole fang climb?
Yeah, sorry. Climbing the wall, that's called fang jumping. It's a special technique that can only be used by Fang, and I believe only in Freeplay percent as well. It's not a mechanic, no. It was not intended to be in the game. I mean, yeah, it's a mechanic in the sense that it's in the game, but it was not as it was intended, I mean.
The way it works is you jump into the wall as any character and you switch to Fang. And when you switch as Fang, you get stuck in the wall, basically. And when you get stuck in the wall, you're free to mash jump until you basically ascend to the game's programmed height, which sometimes the developers... Yes, well, I say he gets stuck in the wall, it really is just a really bad collision detection.
Yeah, because you can easily fall out of it, I think. Yes, I believe we are going through the game in order as well.
Yeah. What you saw me do just there in the lake, I call that at least Fang gliding, where you basically end up hovering as Fang across a chasm or a gap. Honestly, if I could play the game in any order, I'd probably be doing it Troll, Myrtle, and from there, I don't even know. Get the worst RNG levels out of the way first.
I mean, I would say start with Dobby, probably.
I wouldn't, personally.
I mean, well, if you're gonna do the worst possible right out the gate.
Okay, looks like we're doing this strat. We're not going to be going for instant drop. So normally for this game there's three main categories. There's any percent, which is basically story percent. There is free play story, what you see me doing, and there's also, oh come on, this is bad. There's also replay story, which basically is all these levels, but just with what you had when you played the levels casually. Free play just has the most options in order of game breakingness. The story percent itself does have a lot more elements you would see in the books and the movies, but for the sake of the game, it just compresses each year down to 6 levels.
Pretty good at those, probably. Wouldn't want it to be too complicated or lengthy.
In a sense, yes, Replay is the NG plus of this game. I'm glad you make that parallel, because it very much is. So would then, sorry talking, from your explanation, would Freeplay be NG++? Of course I got Quirrell Glitch.
Well,
That
within
happens from time to time.
you would still be limited to characters that you own as the player. So in a sense, yes, all characters, but you can't just make something out of nothing.
I think a lot of people just honestly run Freeplay because it's fast and it's fun. I mean, how many other games do you know that have a, the wall climbing dog?
Not many.
Before I get too far into the run, I do want to give one quick shout-out to Binks the Clown, the current world record holder at this game. Without a lot of his time and effort that he's put into this game, he'd still probably be above an hour in this category. So huge shout-outs to you, Binks. I mean, if you had the option, wouldn't you fight Voldemort in your pajamas too?
No, I don't think I would actually. It doesn't sound like the most optimal strategy.
Oh well. So we're already heading into year 2.
Although I'm not sure if I'd wear a school uniform either.
Technically, we're already a quarter done the game, but the time is very... It's deceiving, because first year is by far the fastest, and second year is the longest. It's not socially acceptable to wear pajamas in public. You have to come fight me at my university then. I'm regularly wearing my pajamas to class. What am I doing? I need to do that. This game does go rather quick if you know what you're doing. And even if you don't know what you're doing, you can usually somehow finagle your way to beating some kind of percent. A lot of people, when they start playing this game, they'll actually do, from what I've seen, they'll do year 1 any percent, which is basically just from the moment you create a new save file to the moment you kill Voldemort 1. Because I guess in order to get lots of your files set up for either different categories, you just need to beat the game as it is.
Shoutouts, of course, to the dragon.
Yeah, the dragon kind of got it. And now into another one of my least favorite levels. We have the ever-present game-crashing Dobby. From what I've noticed, if you do this level twice in succession, the third time you fight Dobby, he will crash because of an audio file problem.
Never trust Dobby.
Never trust him. Ask him for the socks back.
Well,
And a lot of this game just comes down to having really quick movement and knowing what you're doing at any given time. Having good character and spell management.
Yeah, of course, that's always going to be a concern.
And if you use Immobilus right on Dobby as he's leaving that closet, he, it's an insta-hit, basically. Okay, Dobby, don't crash today, please. Thank you. Dobby didn't crash. This is a good run. Now, coming up, I'm going to stay silent for a minute while I focus on, I call it skeleton skip. SPQR, do you want to explain that?
The skeleton skip on the next level, you mean?
Yeah, hospital.
Right, so the skeleton skip sort of bypasses the,
Missed it.
Oh.
Normally you can jump into the cut, like the screen transition and be able to skip. And just be able to skip the skeleton dancing. Unfortunately, the timing is rather tight. Don't worry, I'll make up for it, guys.
That was close.
I'll make up for it. I'll get first try crab and goyle skip. So that is in fact the only, there's only 2 potions we need to brew in the entire game, and they're in this level and the next level. From there we don't have to ever pick up another ingredient. And this upcoming level, Crab and Goyle, it's probably gone under the most changes, I'd say, in the past, let's say a year even. Because prior to the discovery of the big skip, you used to have to build a little Lego dude to turn basically turn a water nozzle. And to get the pieces for the little Lego dude, you needed to kill a snake, or multiple snakes. We have figured out a way, once again thanks to the Clown, how to skip all of it. Once again, I'll pass it off to SBQR while I try to go for that. But right now, it's just putting the pieces into the cauldron, as you saw us do in the last level, but different ingredients.
Yeah, so, I believe that due to the optimizations, it's like, it's way more efficient in the sense that, this might sound dumb, but you can do it all in a time that's much closer together. Like, you can sort of use the summoning spell to sort of do it all at once, almost. Which is very nice. Saves a lot of walking.
So that was a little bit sloppy there as far as Crab and Goyle goes, but it's still a lot faster than conventional strats. Honestly, the Slytherin common room is horrible because there's all the different students can just interfere with your hitboxes.
Yeah, I'd still say that was a time save based on, or relative to conventional strats.
Yeah, as far as how you're supposed to play the game, this just breaks it. Now, this is the most tangible RNG in the entire game, Myrtle. She has 3 different phases where you have to knock down all the doors. And sometimes if you're really unlucky, which it might happen, I'm not sure, she can, once you open the final door, she'll just close all the doors again. We call that Myrtle glitch. There's no way to know if it's going to happen or not. Or you can get pieces you can just do nothing with.
Yeah, but that's not as bad. Sometimes you'd almost want that to happen.
And this always happens to me, where I get a nice, decent start, And then Myrtle starts to say ha ha to you, basically, and throw you pieces you can do nothing with.
That's not great.
The back half of the diary sequence is actually really straightforward. You're supposed to just be able to use the pink spell to move a lot of stuff around. We're just going to skip a lot of it and jump over it.
Yeah, I've definitely seen a lot worse Myrtles too, so that's pretty cool. I like how the wizard just ignored the jumping
dog?
Yeah.
It seems to be a lot of things will just ignore the jumping dog in this game, honestly.
True enough.
Second force sequence, where at the end of it there's an Aragog fight as well as an auto scroller that there's not much you can do with it. I must say, out of all of the years, year 2 has the least amount of, I guess, fun and wacky tricks.
Yeah, but cars are cool. You get to drive a car, right? It's always nice.
I guess during the auto scroller, if one of the mods wants to jump in and read some donations, that'd be a perfect time for it.
True enough, though. Really
I'll let you know when it's a good time for donations. Donation reading.
That's a good thing about it right there.
You can only throw back the black and purple spiders at Aragog.
So we got that. That's cool. I don't know why it just seems like a disproportionate amount of times on this level you end up with death here.
Alright, so I'm in the car. If someone wants to jump in and read a donation, that'd be absolutely great. I did say auto-scroller.
This has gotta be the coolest auto-scroller ever. Are you kidding me?
I don't know, there's one in year 4 that I like better. I guess if mods are sleeping, feel free to spam.
I mean, really, you should just be posting Frankerzy anyway, but that's okay.
So, this level here, it has a lot of precision to it, basically. There's a trick in the lower portion of chamber, as well as in the basilisk fight itself. I mean, Ninjask, if you feel like it, I'm not sure if you're going to get timed out, but feel free to try. look, we're back in our pajamas.
I mean, we'd love to have you here after all, right?
Harry's once again in his pajamas. Is this just a common theme or something that I wasn't aware of?
Harry's crazy!
This is literally marathon RNG.
Harry is nuts, guys. Just absolutely lost it.
I guess the mods really are sleeping. I'm not one of the people who has access to see donation stuff, Brando, so I can't tell you for sure. Oh yeah, by the way, that was a bridge skip. I guess all HP2 games have to have some form of a bridge skip.
I mean, who cares about bridges anyway? Bridges are boring. That was cool.
So you'll see I did activate that skeleton because we need to, there needs to be all the pieces on the floor to brew the potion, even if you're not going to brew it. And unfortunately, we do have to have that requirement active in order to continue on the fight with the Basilisk. Because this switch wouldn't activate if all the pieces weren't actively ready. So I'm going to try for a strat here. I don't have much luck with it, but it doesn't lose me much time if I miss it, honestly.
Never hurts to try.
Yeah, okay. Just push me backwards. Okay, chalk that up to marathon. I've never dropped the sword before. So that's year 2 right there. Quote Bon Jovi, we're halfway there, guys. No, I already have Arthur Weasley. Don't select him in the menu.
Oof.
I must say, if I have a chance to showcase it while the book is doing its thing, Arthur Weasley has one of the most disturbing idle animations you will ever see. Actually, I can show it off right here. If you ever so slightly move the control stick, he does a little prance. What is that emote? I've never seen that before. That scares me just a little bit.
It's not as scary as Arthur.
Hang on a second, guys. No, Madison! I'm streaming! Marathon! Sorry.
It's no problem, it happens to the best of us.
What do you mean by the dude who isn't playing the co-commentator?
I'm just a severed head. Nobody. Came in. Was it really that funny?
It's a bit of a raid, guys. Fight back with your Franker Z's. Support Fang, use your Franker Z's. Sometimes in this game, unfortunately, you just have to wait for some LEGO animations to do their thing. Now, upcoming as Hogsmeade, it's become one of my favorite levels just because there's a really wacky, or a few really wacky tricks you can do in this one.
I mean, Hogsmeade is clearly the best level because of the dragon. There's no question. It's maybe not exactly true.
And I'm glad I got that
really...
first try because I've been having issues with that in practice, actually.
But really the best part of the level might be how you get to skip the Draco fight by Fang jumping.
Yeah, at one point the game intends for you to have a rather long fight sequence that, because we were speedrunning, you just want to avoid. So you'll see here, we're supposed to have like a 4-cycle Malfoy fight. The devs really didn't program this well because we can just go around. And the dragon cooperated. That's always a plus.
Yeah. Such an annoying fight, too.
Casually, that fight is highly annoying.
Not even a problem for us.
But this next level, by far, is my absolute favorite. Mischief Managed. This is going to be a level where you blink, you miss it.
Yeah, as much as I joke about the dragon, Mischief Managed is where it's at. It's just all movement. It's really good. If you like Fang jumping, you'll love it.
Because I'm not sure what you spend more time on, honestly, in this level. Load zones or the actual game?
It's not far from even. In that way.
And that's that level. It's rather quick. And to anybody who's still joining, welcome to LEGO Harry Potter 1 through 4, where we're trying to be as fast as possible with as few restrictions as possible. Yes, thank you for asking. This game is on PC. It has the fastest loads in between. I mean, have you ever seen the Wii loads?
It's avoidable.
This is another one of those scripted fights you can't do much about, honestly. You just have to fight it and wait it out. It's kind of like Aragog and Myrtle. Doesn't mean I can't start firing spells out Lupin, but...
Yeah, actually I think we're the one that's scripting, if anything. Lumos just missing everything. Not that it would matter.
Loading it onto an SSD might make it faster, but by playing the levels each before you even start runs, it takes a lot of the initial load out.
Gee, why are you being so mean to Lupin?
Why not?
Because he's Lupin. Who's gonna teach you Expecto Patronum?
He already did, though, by this point.
Okay, but it's the spirit that matters. Right?
Yeah, that's all that's left by him after 7. It's his spirit.
Oh, well, that's not what I meant. Intent.
Now here we have to assemble basically a rat trap to catch Pettigrew. So you need to hunt down whatever pieces are shaking in the room and basically just hit them.
Yeah, I guess his name's pronounced Beater.
Beater?
Beater Pettigrew, yes. Must be.
Alright there. Calm down, Brando.
It's a little much, maybe.
But you'll see that as we go on, it's basically the same exploitation of fang jumping the entire time. Most levels were programmed extremely linearly, so that you would have to follow a specific route, but because we can just jump over, we can eliminate some of the tediousness and the boring parts, basically.
Try not to fall into the ceiling. It's a close one.
Again, opening it up to the chat. Do you guys have any questions about this kind of game, or is it really just making sense at this point just to accept it and jump over everything?
Well, there's enough of that. At least we have chicken.
We did save Buckbeak, actually.
We'll try our best.
Let's not fall in the water today. I have embarrassingly done that before, so the fact that I didn't is always a good sign. So after this level, we have to go save Sirius, and we have to go fight in the Dark Tower.
First try, nice. Saw that jump on the wall. On the side.
The jump may have been nice, but the fight itself kind of tanked. But here comes one of the newest and most riskiest glitches to save maybe all of 1 second, where you climb at the tower and pray you make it over.
You know what's really risky is Harry's just wearing whatever he wants. He's wearing his second task outfit, right?
Let's try it again. Missed it first try. Yep, got it that time. You'll see you'll get it when Hermione does like a little bounce. Or Fang does a little bounce over the invisible wall.
They would have to. Close. That's how you do it, let's go. Is that not the coolest?
We decided to, between me and SPQR, we've called that strat the, oh yeah, Mr. Krabs strat, just because you just jump in for whatever reason.
Yeah, I kind of forget why, but it really stuck pretty well. It's very exciting after all. If only you could skip that.
I just have to remember that there are pieces in the barrel. I have been on a PB run before and completely screwed it up. As long as you get some pieces out, you're fine. Freeze! And that's the third year down, actually. Is this level really that spooky for you, Toffee? Is it really?
I don't blame him, jeez. You kidding me?
Now, in comes fourth year, by far my new favorite year of the entire run, just because it's got so many wacky and fun little tricks.
It's literally spine chilling, my dude. On the fourth year though. It's always nice. Yes, you can open your eyes as well. Although you might want to close them for different reasons. But you'll miss all the good gameplay.
So we have to save the 4 Weasleys there, and then go find Harry. Because Harry's missing, of course. But I'm sure if we scroll far enough in our character wheel, we'll have him.
Dumbledore tier Leviosa and Warriors.
Look at that. Oh, hole 6, Arthur Weasley's on your screen.
Didn't take long.
Now we just have to wait for the last couple snakes to spawn, and then we should be good to go.
It's always tricky.
The longest part of that whole level is waiting for the snakes. And now, here you go, SPQR. It's really Return of the Dragon time.
Oh yeah, that's the...
This is the big dragon.
It's the grown dragon.
Well, one of the 2 grown
The
dragons.
true dragon. Oh, I suppose you're right.
First task also has a dragon, but beside the point.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, the fireball's in a cage. But I suppose, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Done well, its movement is really smooth in this game, as far as a Lego game can go.
Yeah, as if that dragon's on the same level as the Horntail. No way.
Speaking of the Horntail, there he is.
Of course.
If he closes his eye, that definitely means a resident sleeper.
He could be awake. Be awfully quick to fall asleep. That would surprise me. The dragon's woke.
It's a very woke dragon, you say?
I would say that, yes. Come on, you got 2 dragons in a row, and you're getting your resident sleepers in the chat. It's the wrong time, I think. Sorry.
I asked for it, dude, and you know it.
Not exactly.
So that was a little out of bounds glitch where you fall down and just be able to fang glide over. By now, I'm sure you guys were just expecting something like that. Skip most of the level.
Never gets old.
Where did that fang come from? I actually don't know.
Fang doesn't need a reason.
The AI fang is trying to get in my way and actually mess me up. I'm scared.
Yeah, you never want the Horntail and Fang running after you. It's very dangerous. Don't try this at home.
Last 3 levels, guys. This has been a fairly alright run for the most part. Nothing really screwed up this much. But, you know, it's a Lego game. Anything can happen. So you'll see there, I targeted all 3 sinks at the same time. Because there's a cutscene, by doing that it goes the fastest. So you don't have to watch the water rise each time. I didn't mean to do that, but okay. So basically just put the 3 taps on the tub, and the portal to the prefect's bath will open. So we brush her off, and she decides to get angry at us because all the water decided to disappear.
That's only fair.
Except, instead of throwing more scorpions, she decides to throw a train set at us. It's Lego.
I prefer that, actually. If I had to choose.
Oh look, more scorpions. And if you time it just right, you can have all the fangs go underwater and you're completely invisible. Now, at one point, this level used to really suck. Black Lake, it's a water level, nobody likes water levels. But once again, thanks to Thinks the Clown, we have a really fast way of doing this. So what we're going to do, you'll see we select Fang because he has some of the fastest, even water swimming in the entire game. By the way, when you spam characters going downwards, it's called rocket swimming. By attacking as Crumb Shark, you can clip out of bounds, and you just go behind the entire level. It saves minutes off a full game run.
Yeah, he's not kidding.
Hey look, there we are out of bounds.
Yeah, if only there was an emote for Chroma Shark. Oh well.
And then you just have to attack back again on a certain ledge to be able to clip back into bounds and finish the section. There's a reason Freeplay is the broken mess that it is.
Yeah, this strat is ridiculous because, you know, it is a water level he's skipping. You guys know how painful those are.
If anybody's played Ocarina of Time or any Zelda game for that matter, you know how bad water levels are.
Trust the process, guys.
So we have to blow up all the chains holding the hostages. Kill the mer people.
I mean, technically, under Ministry of Magic classifications, aren't they classified as beasts? Not beings?
I have no clue, honestly.
I'm not sure.
All I know
I mean,
is they're
called
annoying.
people, and they probably are, but you know, you can't trust the government.
So, actually, we're already heading into the final level of the game, guys. This has been a rather solid run, as I was saying, and I want to thank you for all coming out and watching.
Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed.
And remember, if you enjoyed, there's a donate towards the Lumos Foundation that all proceeds are going towards. Quick note about this maze segment, it's not random at all. The spawns are in a very specific pattern.
Yes, that's why he's able to optimize it. Much faster that way. If you know what he's going to do before he does it. It's just not a good life. Well, for him, that is.
One last fang jump for the fans. And into the final Voldemort fights.
Alright, let's see it.
So time will be on the final Voldemort hit.
This fight was so good they didn't need another one. Fight him as the Death Eater.
And time! Whew. Decent run.
Did I see? Creature?
No, it's
No, couldn't
Grip
have
Hook
been.
that
Oh,
decides
right,
to make
of
an
course.
appearance.
I believe we've said his name multiple times, have we not? Throughout the run?
The sad
That's a
part.
solid run.
The sad part is that's actually a new PB. That's actually really depressing.
Hey, we all knew it. We all saw through it from the beginning. We knew it was a PV attempt. We weren't falling for it.
Clearly, my fourth year needed
Chat
a
was too
lot
smart.
of work.
Great job, chat.
I want to thank you all for coming out and watching. This has been stellar running.
Yes, thanks for having us.
Holy Sinnoh with the raid. Thank you, thank you. So I'm heading off now. Thank you so much, everybody, for being with me and helping me to showcase this run.
Yeah, we hope you all enjoyed as much as we did.